Welcome back. In the previous modules we learned about Cloud Computing Fundamentals, GCP Resource Hierarchy, Identity and Access Management, IAM. Now we're moving into one of the most important concepts in cloud networking, Virtual Private Cloud VPC. Every application deployed in Google Cloud eventually runs inside a network. That network is called a virtual private cloud. Before we understand how VPC works, let's first understand why it was created. The evolution of cloud computing. In traditional IT environments, organizations purchased servers, storage, networking equipment. They also built and maintained their own data centers. This brought two major challenges. Challenge 1: maintenance. Organizations had to manage servers, install operating systems, maintain hardware, handle networking, monitor security. This required dedicated infrastructure teams. Challenge 2: cost. Organizations sized infrastructure for peak demand. As a result, servers often remained underutilized. Hardware investments were expensive. Scaling required additional purchases. Enter public cloud. Cloud providers like Google Cloud, Microsoft Azure, Amazon Web Services built massive global infrastructure and shared resources among customers. Instead of buying servers, organizations could simply request CPU, memory, storage, networking, and pay only for what they used. This significantly reduced check mark button infrastructure costs, check mark button maintenance overhead, check mark button deployment time. The security challenge. However, public cloud introduced a new concern: security isolation. Organizations began asking, if multiple companies are using the same cloud infrastructure, how do we keep our environments isolated? For example, a bank doesn't want its systems exposed to other tenants running on the same cloud platform. This led to the development of Virtual Private Cloud. What is a virtual private cloud? A VPC is a logically isolated private network inside a public cloud. Even though the underlying infrastructure is shared, your network remains isolated from other customers. Think of it like a gated residential community inside a large city. Everyone shares the city, roads, utilities, infrastructure, but your community has boundaries, entry controls, internal roads, security. The same concept applies to cloud networking. Key characteristics of a VPC. A VPC provides isolation. Your resources are separated from other organizations. Security. You control access into and out of your environment. Scalability. Resources can grow as needed. Custom networking. You define IP ranges, subnets, routing, firewall rules. Understanding CIDR. Every VPC requires an address space. This is defined using CIDR blocks. Example: plain text 1.10.0.0.0/16. Show more lines. The CIDR range determines how many IP addresses are available within the VPC. Think of it as determining how much land your gated community occupies. A larger CIDR range supports more resources. A smaller CIDR range supports fewer resources. Real-world example. Imagine an e-commerce company. Applications include front-end, back-end APIs, databases, analytics systems. Instead of exposing everything directly to the internet, the company deploys everything inside a VPC. This creates a secure, controlled environment for application communication. Conclusion. Let's recap. A virtual private cloud provides logical isolation inside public cloud environments, solves cloud security concerns, creates private networking boundaries, enables secure communication between cloud resources. In the next module, we'll explore the building blocks of a VPC and understand how traffic moves through the network.